afterwards should be able to see this part, but I have live chat right over here, and it takes about a minute to catch up. And then once I know they can see and hear me, we'll get started here with the Looming Clown. All right, let's wait for 1 second. It should start loading up. It might play an ad before, but once you guys can hear me, let me know, and we'll get started here. Let's see. Chat looks like it is catching up now. It looks like it has started for most people. Can you guys hear me? Let's see. Looks like we're good. Okay, so here he is, the Looming Clown, and this is a popular one. And they have some controversial thoughts. I think that they're amazing, and I'd say this one's more popular than the Ghoul, but I am one of the few people who think these are some of the best ever made retail props. And the reason why a lot of people don't really like them is the base. The base is not the greatest design. You actually have to walk over the base. So some people find that weird, but I think they're, other than that, designed amazingly. The huge scale of these are incredible, and the detail is awesome as well. So this is in the Looming Ghoul box because I don't have the Looming Clown box anymore. I think I might have actually thrown it out. I forgot what really happened to it, but here it is. I did get 2 Looming Ghouls. The first one was broken. So here is the Looming Ghoul box with Looming Clown in it. Looming Clown was the winner of the poll, or the next winner of the poll. So that is what we're doing now. All right. So we have so much foam for these archways. There, I don't know, maybe 8 pieces of these, which are basically like a normal leg foam for a prop, but there's like 8 of them. So yes, the Looming Ghoul was broken, and I forgot what really happened. I think it just didn't turn on. Halloween Nick, thank you for the $1 donation. Yes, there is a cat. I don't know where the cat went. Might have gone under this. I don't know. You guys might have seen her leave. They'll probably be back. They like boxes. We have 2 more leg foams right there. Well, I get the Sam's Club Reaper. I don't plan on getting him. The Sam's Club Scarecrow, though, is amazing. I love that thing. It's not meant to be scary, but it really is. Here is one of the shoes. 2 of the shoes. These are the traditional Towering Clown type shoes. These are actually pre-attached right here. I have set this guy up a few times now, so I have this pre-attached. We'll probably have to take that out to put it on. Maybe not. I don't know yet, but there it is. Looks cool. Great detail on these, and these are actually the same hands that the Jack in the Box from Home Depot uses, so that's cool. Let's see. Why are there 2 12-foot skeletons? I've seen a lot of people ask that. The 2 12-foot skeletons are for an archway I'm doing. I got one for very cheap at a sale. So now I'm going to be using them for an archway. They're going to be holding up a big curtain at the end of the haunt. And I usually don't get duplicate props, but I think that works really well. It's actually based on Scare Factory's idea. Scare Factory did a professional version of that, so I'm going to be recreating that. Here is the upper shirt of the Looming Clown. Here's the back piece. This is like a normal Towering Clown type back piece, but huge. We've got... let's see. We have the head here. Let's take out the head. This one has a bit of messed up eyes, which I've seen with most of the Looming Clowns. The Ghoul looks great. But here is the Looming Clown. Still an awesome head. It is a half head, which is kind of another thing that's not great about this one because it doesn't have a hood, unlike the Ghoul. So you do see that unless you're facing perfectly straight, which is where I kind of have him. You will be just facing one way seeing him, so that's good. But it's a creepy face. Very detailed, too, and very big. Not quite as big as the 12-footers, but I'd say it's about 10-foot Reaper size, ones like that. So still a pretty big head, and big hands as well. These hands are some of the biggest. Other than, again, the 12-footers, this is a huge, huge hand. Probably the biggest out of just normal animatronics. Let's see. We have one arm right here. Pretty small arm for such a giant prop, but it works. Especially since these hands are so big, it still gives the effect of being huge. Here's the mechanism piece. This is actually the body and mechanism all in one. It's on a large bearing right there with a motor controlling the side to side. Love the tilt. I think that's awesome. Don't see that in many props, and with something like this, it really works. And I love the fact that you can still walk under that. Here is a pre-attached piece I have because this is a lot easier to be pre-attached than not pre-attached. Last time I set this up, it was very, very difficult to attach these pieces, which is weird. They don't seem that difficult. It just creates the leg shape, but it's difficult. So I have these pre-attached to save some time. That's what I did the year before as well. Okay, we have a lot of poles. Here are the curtains. These I like. The ghoul, I'm not so sure about. The ghoul has printed on doors that say, I forgot what it says. It might just say enter. But this one has a giant entrance clown curtain, which I think looks amazing. It's got like a vintage clown type look, and it looks awesome. Look at that. The printing's good too, so I will definitely be using these. I'm not sure about the ghoul, but those are great. Here's his neck ruffle, large neck ruffle. This is a tricky part of the setup, actually. I'm always confused with how to put this on right. It's a pretty confusing one. We have some poles here. Lots of leg poles, actually. Here are 4 different sized ones, actually, as you can see. Smaller and bigger ones there. And then we have a lot more over here. We have a ton of F poles, it looks like. 4 different F poles right there. So here is our final foam in the box right here. And then there are 8. Yep. So there were 8 different foam pieces. And then the largest piece of this guy is the base. Here's the adapter, 6-volt 2-amp, normal. And then we have the base. This is the concern a lot of people have with this prop. It's not that bad though. Here it is. It's a huge base though. I'm gonna have to move this box out of the way, but let's clear this space here and we'll lay this down. Also, you can see one of these supports came off. Usually these are clipped in, but I know I had to use this guy's supports for a different animatronic. I forgot what it was, but yeah, I did have to take those off. Those don't really matter though. You can just kind of put them in. Doesn't have to be clipped in fully. Right now, I'll probably clip it in before Halloween though. All right, so let's turn this thing around. Actually, one side is clipped in, it looks like, just not the other side. That's weird. So I don't know what I used that for, actually. Probably just a prop where the clip broke or got lost. All right, so here we go. There it is on the ground there. Let's get started here. We have no instructions, actually. I didn't see instructions in there, so hopefully we don't mess anything up. So let's get started here. We have the first 2 poles, I think, have to be these 2. And this is actually A. The clown shoes should be labeled B. Yep, they are. So these will go on here. There's the other one. Spirit Halloween, thank you for the $1 donation. There we go. And then, yeah, these are next. So these are going to slide on. They're going to clip down with a snap lock. I'm going to slide this up so we can actually access that. And then this is going to come up and support this piece right here. Just for now, we'll do that. This is not exactly how it will be. I'm going to have to actually remove that later on to get the clothing on. Mr. Halloween Dude, thank you for the $2 donation. Are you getting Home Depot Goblin? I have the Home Depot Goblin, actually. That is the next video I plan on uploading, I think. I have that fully edited now, so that should be tomorrow, actually, probably. But I do have him. He's downstairs. He's cool. He's a good jump scare, very unique, and we don't see goblins, so that's cool. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we can start adding foam and poles. I'm going to slide this on. These ones don't need foam because these have these giant pieces right here. Actually, they might still need foam. No, doesn't look like it. We'll see. We'll see what happens there, but all right. Slide this in. This support is going to go right here and just attach up to the top. Close. Take out the bottom piece. There we go. And now this will attach back down here. Now that's the one that doesn't have a clip, so that might come out eventually, but that's fine. So now we can start adding these pieces. We have a ton of F-poles. I'm going to have to move the camera up in a second here, though, because it's going to start getting pretty high up. We have the next one right here. There we go. And now we have some E-foams to slide down. There we go. And those just bulk out the legs a bit. All right, we have more F-poles up here. Hold on. Let's adjust this over here. All right. And we'll clip this in right there. Now we have another set, but that should be it after this one. That should be the last set. So I don't know. I don't know where those two foams are supposed to go. It might actually, yeah, it looks like they can go down here, but it doesn't need to. So yeah. We don't really need to do that for now, but this one's actually pretty easy to do. So all we need to do on this side is remove this like that and let it slide down. And then we have one more up here. And then this is going to clip back in, but in between the poles there. Because this one doesn't have a, oh, this one's actually stuck now. There we go. Because that one doesn't have a clip, it's easier to do with this side like that. I don't know if I clipped it in up here. It doesn't look like it, so we can slide this one down as well. There we go. All right, so now we're good. That looks better. And this is already getting pretty big. So now we have our last two F-poles, which go up to about 12-foot skeleton's hands, a bit higher, or about the wrists. So pretty high up. This is over 6 feet for the archway, so that's good. You do want that for an archway prop. You want everyone to easily walk under it. All right, we have more foam right here, actually. These are labeled E, though, so, oh, no, all these are labeled E. So, yeah, hold on, let's go up a bit. Hold on, we missed something here. Sean Arthur Wells, thank you so much for the $10 donation. I appreciate your support. Okay, I'm gonna actually have to start needing the ladder soon. Let's see. That, oh yeah, okay. So we can actually fit one more. So we did do the foam, right? Let's bring, let's bring the ladder over here a bit more to get onto this one. Try to sneak past the hand here. I don't want to crush his hand. All right, and then these actually have a lot of wobble to them, so you can kind of bend them towards you like that, and there we go. So very, very long legs. Looks awesome. We have the pants now. The pants are kind of scrunched up onto that piece I was showing earlier. So that's going to be a bit difficult to attach. This is the, I think, hardest part of the entire setup here, just getting this one piece on. Luckily, I made it a bit easier on us because I do have the pants already on this, so that'll be easier. But let's try to attach this up here. Slide this on right there, and then we're going to take this side and bring it over. Like I said, they're pretty wobbly, so you can kind of maneuver it how you need to. And let's slide this down. That one's clicked. Can't tell if this one is yet. Doesn't look like that one is yet. Let's go over there and make sure that one clicks, and then we can slide the pants down. Let's make sure you guys fully, okay. Let's, that's weird. It looks like it should be clicked. It's all the way down. It must just need turning or something. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay. So that's gonna be pretty difficult to do. It might not be able to get clicked. Yeah, that's gonna have to stay like that for now, which should be fine. Before Halloween, I'll make sure that's better. But that is gonna need a hammer, a screwdriver, something like that, because the snap block is stuck in a different position. Okay, so slide the leg all the way down, and I'll fix up the bottom in a bit, because the bottoms are what attach to or go under these supports, and that gets a bit weird. So I'll show that in a bit, because that takes a little bit to do. But for now, we'll keep moving up. So that's pretty good right there. You can actually see there's some Velcros, and those Velcros are for the curtains up here, like that. So they're all going to be posed down eventually, holding those curtains up. But that looks good. So next, we can, I think, start the upper body. Hunter Hans, thank you for the $2 donation. Did you see my Goblin Thief pick? Just got him. I did not see a picture, but congratulations. He is a great prop, especially for that price. He's an awesome price for what you get. Basically getting 2 separate animatronics in one. All right, now we can attach this. I think should be next. Check. Yep, this looks like it should be next. So we're just going to go up here. And this is going to touch right on. There's just a little snap lock to snap this in. All right. Definitely want to make sure that one is fully snapped because that one's important. That holds a lot of weight right there. Now, we should probably put the shirt on. I think that would be the easiest step now. But I know I've done this backwards in the past. You can do it upside down very easily. This is something that's kind of difficult to get. We want to make sure that they're on the opposite sides. So it looks like the Velcro is actually going to be on the bottom, while on the ghoul it's on the top. Because you want these polka dots on the opposite sides of the pants, because that's just how clowns out. All right. Bring this around. And then before we Velcro everything, because that's already in place, we're going to get those arms on, because that will help it stay. But that does look good so far. Yes, they are separate, so I think that's correct. I'm not 100% sure because it's just a kind of weird setup up there, but it shouldn't really matter. We can actually put on the head now too, so let's get the head on. There's a lot of wiring that we also have to do with this guy, so that's another thing we'll eventually do, but not just yet. All right, now this might be blocking. Let's check. Yeah, let's come over here just a bit. Okay, let's put the head on over here. We'll go up from behind here. And this just goes on with prongs. No snap lock up here, just normal prongs. All right. And it's looking up right now, but the weight will bring it down a bit like that. So it does look slightly down at you, which is good because of its height. All right, there we go. There is a green wire, but that looks like it's coming from the motor, so we'll do that later. The head wires all go down to the control box. We have the 2 arms. Let's get this first arm on over here. The arms do the same thing as the head. Just slide up the sleeves, and then we will put in the same prongs. These ones are actually pretty easy to slide up. Even though they do have elastic, it's really not tight along this because it's a very, very thin piece of foam. Okay, there we go. And now we're going to slide this down into the socket here. Okay. Now we can actually put that hand on as well. We have the hand over here. Make sure that thumb is facing in. These hands are really cool. These have 4 fingers, which I think is awesome. Gives it a cartoony look. Pretty cool. Slide that down. Now this right here is going to actually, not Velcro, but the elastics are going to go around the hand in a certain way that makes it really tight, but also works for the design very well, like that. So that looks good right there. Let's make sure everything is looking good. Yeah. So now we have our other hand right here. This was the one I have the the hand pre-attached to. So it should technically still work. Hopefully the arm doesn't fall out when I'm trying to slide this up. But this one looks like it's going to be easier to access, actually. All right. Slide this on up. Yeah, this one's a bit weird because of the hand. Can't really flip it upside down because we don't want that falling out. But there we go. And now I can just go from inside the sleeve and attach this up at the top. Okay, so that is in now. That looks good. I'm not going to Velcro any of that yet, but what we are going to do is we're going to have to go from the side, and we're going to have to actually try to get the neck ruffle on. This part is weird. Let's make sure you guys can see this still. The neck ruffle is a very, very strange part. And actually, maybe we do want to wire up stuff first because, yeah, we're going to actually have to wire stuff and post the clothing first because the neck ruffle actually just attaches to the clothing. So can't really do that first. But I don't know how I'm going to actually do this. We'll just have to bring the ladder back and try to do it from there because this clothing is very weird. But his control box is back here, and it has all the wires. And I know you guys probably can't see this, but it has a green wire going to the mechanism. It has a, black wire going from the head, red wire going from the head, which is actually getting stuck on something here. There we go. And then it has a multicolor wire that goes to the sensor. And the sensor, I think, is on his head somewhere. You guys might be able to see that. I think it's a white sensor too, so it blends in pretty well. All right, there we go. I'll bring the clothing back now. Okay, it's pretty good. And now we're gonna Velcro the front. We can Velcro all these under here, like this, until these are all looking good. And there are some for the collar, which are very weird. This might still be upside down, I'm not sure. So it might make it pretty difficult to do that collar, but, oh yeah, and then we also have the curtains to put on this guy. Curtains are really cool. Okay, so that, it's a bit weird right now. Clothing is probably upside down, let's see. Yeah, it definitely looks weird right now. So let's take the prop and actually flip it. Go from back here, because back there is looking weird. Let's fix that up first. Can't exactly flip the clothing now, but what we can do, oh, actually, what might help is putting on this spine piece. Scar, thank you for the $2 donation. Giant room looking great, thank you. The giant room is pretty crazy now. And we still have the Looming Ghoul. We still have Untimely Death, which, and there might even be more that I'm forgetting about. We definitely have Cackles eventually. So still more to come too. So it's going to be crazy in here. All right. So I'll try to attach this from here, which is pretty difficult because I'm very far from the prongs. But there we go. Actually got that there. And now this should just be able to Velcro. But it's weird. It's a very strange piece. That looks pretty good now. It's definitely better than before. All right. Velcro that piece right there. The control box right now because it makes it easier for now. But there we go. That's looking better. Now let's flip him back because now we should be able to attach the collar piece. All right, slowly flip him back here. There we go. And then eventually we will come down to the legs and fix up those bottom bits as well, because that still has to be done. This is probably not close enough. Come over here some more. There we go. Now, this is going to go around the head and attach at the top. But there's meant to be other Velcros that go around it to pose it up here and stuff, but they're not. That means it's probably upside down clothing. Even though I thought it was like that, it must be the arms that are supposed to be opposites, not the body, so that's why. But for now, that's pretty cool. That doesn't look too bad. And then actually, I'm gonna pose the arms a bit while we're up here, because that'll make it a bit easier. All right, there we go. He has a lot of excess clothing, which is good. And then we have, oh, this one still needs to be pulled up to the hand. Right here. And then pose just a bit. There we go. Looks good. Now, our final step up here, and then we'll move down, is the curtains. So, let's do that. But yeah, he's impressive. Let's see. He's not nearly as tall as the wolf, actually. He's probably, the wolf still has like a foot on this guy. But this guy's, I think, labeled 10 feet even. So, he's more like 9. Maybe not even 9. Maybe it's like 8.5 feet, but it's still a very impressive prop. Overall, the size is huge. not just the height, so still very impressive. Okay, these should be in the correct orientation now. That looks good. There's a middle Velcro, and then the rest are just along the sides of the legs. So, easiest way to do this, probably from the back. Let's move this a bit, just over there, and then we'll actually flip him around so we can see this better. And there's also some controls and stuff we have to do up there, so we'll do that as well. His adapter is actually already hanging down here, unless this is a step pad. No, this is half of the adapter. There's the other half. He has 2 halves, so it can be long enough to actually reach. But let's do this now. We'll bring the curtains up, and these are just going to attach to the back here. All right. Go up here. Let's see. We have to find the first Velcro. First Velcro should be in the middle of all this. So it shouldn't be too difficult to find, although I don't see it here. Hopefully it didn't get teared off. All right, let's go up to the top. Scar, thank you for the $2 donation. Can we get a wolf next to Archway Clown? I don't think so, not this stream, but next stream I can try to position them together. The wolf is too hard to move without scratching the floor. The wolf is very heavy. He's actually, I think, the heaviest out of all these props, somehow. Even though he's one of the smaller ones, he is the heaviest. Okay, I don't think this is right at all. I think all the pants are backwards. So these will have to attach to different Velcros for now, but I will have to fix all this before the next stream, because there's a lot of misplaced Velcros here. But this should still hold. They're all still in the right spots, just they're supposed to be on the back side. Actually, these ones I'm going to just attach right there. Then we have a long Velcro over here. And finally, one more Velcro somewhere over there. Let's attach this side first. We have this one right there. Okay. That looks to be most of them. I'm going to see how it looks from the front. Not too good. So let's try to twist the pants. Oh, missed something here. Come back here. Halloween haunt. Man, thank you for the $3 donation. Are you using all of your 12-foot props in your haunt? I do plan on using all of them, yeah. The only props I don't have a spot for, and I don't plan on using this year, are Harvester of Souls and Grim. Those are the only 2 I really don't have a spot to use. But other than them, I do plan on using everything else, and definitely plan on using all the 12-footers. They're awesome. All right. So that should look a bit better now. Still not great. After the stream, I'll make sure everything looks a lot better, but it's a pretty difficult setup here. I don't know where that last Velcro is. There should be one more Velcro. Let's see. But it looks like that one might have been ripped off, because that one is not there. But there we go. Bring all this down. Okay. And now we can flip this back around, and then we also have the pants to adjust at the bottom. And then there's one more piece, which is the second half of the adapter. All right, bring this around right there. Hopefully you guys can see most of this. Yeah, it's frozen for a sec. I'll wait 1 second for it to catch back up. Yeah, that's really annoying right here. There should be one more Velcro, which there isn't. I'll try to redo all that up there. We have the legs to come down at the bottom. Actually, hold on. Let's move this back down so you guys can see this. We have to adjust this back down here. We have these to take out. It's actually kind of helpful not having clips down here, because then you can just slide it right down. Up there is very twisted up. It's actually not even allowing me to get over there. Let's see. That's really bad up there. That was very messed up last year. I don't know what happened. I do know this guy fell, so that might be some of the problem here. But, all right, let's try to fix that up there. Okay, so I do see the other Velcros, but yeah, they're completely in the back here. So let's try to fix that. That should be better. Right there. That side is. This side seems to be a bit better now as well. So, oh, actually, no, this side, even this side is very twisted up too. There we go. That looks a lot better up there now. So, let's reattach this, how it's supposed to be this time, which will actually require us to move again. So, for now, we'll stay down here. Hold on. We'll go up quick. Missed something here. Billy Wilson, thank you for the $2 donation. Hello to Henry Wilson. All right, so I think that's ready now. So let's go back down. And now we can take this side out over here, and we will put this down. So as you can see, basically, take out those poles. I just had them there just for support because these do get pretty banged up during the setup. So you want them to be supported enough. But then these can reattach, although you have to find the hole. There's a small hole, oh, found it down here, in the fabric that is going to match where the piece is, and then you can reattach the supports up here. This one is the one that has to come out from the bottom. There we go. That one's reattached. Then you can adjust the clothing. So it just goes into the pants, which is actually a smart design. Gage Curran. Hello to Gage Curran. Thank you for the $2 donation. And hold on. What begins with J? Thank you for the $2 donation. What should I get for my first animatronic? This year, I'd say go for Lucky Bottoms. He's an easy one to find, and he's a great price for what you get, and a very scary prop as well. If you want a jump scare prop, though, you can try to find some of the older ones, although I think for a newer jump scare, I'd recommend Lil Skelly Bones. Even though he's a more kid-friendly looking prop, he's got an amazing scare. And if you don't want something that kid-friendly, then Bag of Bones is a great one as well for Spirit. But then Home Depot, there's the Goblin. The Goblin's awesome. And then there's also, let's see, that's a good jump scare. There's a few smaller Home Depot props, although I think Lucky Bottoms is still a great beginner prop. So it'd probably be Lucky Bottoms, one of the smaller jump scare ones from Spirit, or the Goblin from Home Depot. All right, so there we go. That's better now. The pants are done. So now let's flip them around one more time, and then, there we go. And then we will put the curtains on. So let's flip it back around here. His arm's actually getting stuck over there. There we go. Now it's stuck on Skelly. Okay. So let's go back up here. We'll find the middle section there. Hold on, missed something over here. Coming back. Gage Curran, thank you for the $2 donation. Can't wait for Flagship next year. Me neither. Flagship is very exciting. I will be there opening day again. It was super fun. All right. Also Transworld. Transworld, I'll be there too. Definitely recommend Transworld as well. It's very different, but it's amazing. Okay, now the curtain's looking a lot better. It's supposed to come from the top a bit more than what was happening, so it's more disguised. You're not really supposed to see where the connections are. There we go, and the final Velcro is right there. And then we have one Velcro over here. So there we go. That's the full curtains, although I'm going to undo one here so we can see the controls. Looks like we're on good for sound. We are on sensor mode there. And then let's pose the shirt up just a bit. Okay. Everything looks to be pretty good. His adapter's already ready, so we don't need to worry about that. Looks like he is fully set up now. So now all we need to do is actually attach the second part of the adapter. Scar, thank you for the $2 donation. When is... Uh-oh, hold on. Missed that. I think it said Haunt and Collection video. Let's come back. Haunt and Collection video date. Collection video will be mid-September. But then the Haunt video will probably be... Well, the main Haunt video will be probably on Halloween, if I can do that. If not, it'll be maybe right after. Because I might be able to just film Saturday, but... and then Haunt builds should be very soon. Okay, so There we go. That should be pretty good, and I can adjust the camera a bit there. He is done. He's looking awesome. Okay, so let's find the second part of the adapter. Here it is. I like that they do that. It makes it long enough to easily reach an outlet. Let's take this under. Okay, this is probably the closest and most reachable outlet right here. So we'll plug it in right there. All right. See if he's go. Oh, there he goes. Trigger him one more time here. Yeah, sensors on the face. Thank you for the $2 donation. What animatronics do you recommend buying from Spirit? Let's see. So Lucky Bottoms would be a great one. Lucky Bottoms is awesome for the price. Then Nozzles, if you have the budget for it, is amazing. And Lord Raven and Monty are the two 300 ones that I'd recommend. But yeah, for the budget one, Lucky Bottoms. Nozzles if you have a high budget, and then Lord Raven and Monty are amazing props as well. And those are about middle.
I've got an amazing view from up here, particularly down the back of your shirt. Watch out, I don't throw like willy-nilly. I'm such a scam.
Okay, so now I'm getting the props ready for the demos. So this should be ready here. I know Mr. Dark's a popular one, so I do have him ready. Hold on, let's unplug him real quick. We will come back to Looming Archway for anyone who missed that. But what props do you guys want to see? All right, let's see. Oh, and here he is compared to all the rest. There's 15-foot Phantom, the two Skellies. Inferno over here. There's the Witch. There's the Mummy. And we also have the Wolf right over here. All right, I see Witch first. Let's move the ladder out of the way here. Hold on. We'll put it right there. And let's move this out of the way real quick. It's kind of in the way with Looming Clown as well. So get this out of here. We'll just bring it over to this side, right over here, and then we can trigger the Witch. Okay, let's move this over. Here she is. Thank you for the $2 donation. Do you recommend any other Halloween props? Well, I'd say Home Depot stuff. Home Depot did amazing this year, and I would recommend all the ones you see in this room. And I'd say 12th Witch is probably the most worth it out of all these if you do have a witch type theme, because 300 for this is incredible. But then the Skellies are great, as you probably know. They are very popular. The Phantom, if you have a high budget, is my favorite out of all these, and definitely the one I'd recommend the most. And he seems to be built the best as well. And then, yeah, any of the other 12-footers are great as well. The Mummy is an awesome price for that movement. Aside from the big ones, Home Depot has, let's see, Dean's a more kid-friendly one, but I love Dean. Teary is great as well, but yeah, there's a lot of Home Depot ones I love. Other than Home Depot, the Spirit ones I named, and then the Party City ones I'd say would be Cackles and the Popcorn Clown. And then the Exterminator from last year is great as well. But those are all the ones that I can say that the quality is pretty awesome on, and the details and the overall uniqueness on all those props I love. And the tall ones I just love because they're very impressive. And some of them have great prices as well. All right, let's trigger the Witch here. Her sensor's pretty high up here, so there we go.
Not to worry, I won't drop you right away.
We'll trigger her one more time. cool that that's all waterproof too. She is a waterproof and weatherproof prop, so wind and water shouldn't affect her. So that's awesome. Okay, yeah, Mr. Dark. I know he's a popular one, so here he is. He's gonna have to reset though, so I'm gonna move back a bit. We'll try to get more of his jump in today because we're kind of farther back, so it should be possible. Now, this should be his adapter right here, although I don't think that's gonna reach. So I'm gonna see what's blocking it. Yeah, that's not gonna reach. Let's try to take a different one. We do have the Looming Clown's Archway, or adapter here. Let's try this. No, actually, this won't work either. So I'm gonna re-plug that in. I know you guys can't see this right now. There we go. So we'll maybe have to move him a bit. Let's see. I'll move this down so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's come down here. Let's see. His adapter is kind of stuck down here. His adapter should be long enough, so that shouldn't be the issue here. It's just kind of tangled up and everything. Let's see how it is. Yeah, it does look like I can probably just take it under the base. So there we go. There's one side of it. And then we have our other side to slide out. There we go. Now, closest outlet is probably this side, actually, especially since his control box is on this side. So we'll re-plug this in. Now he is on step pad mode, so he's not going to go off with sensor. And that's actually, I would use sensor for him, but he's actually one that has a broken sensor right now, so I can't. But we're going to have to move him over just a tiny bit. And actually, we're going to have to move him forward a bit too, just because Towering Reaper's hand is kind of in the way here. Oh, he's going to get very close to the chandelier up there, but I think we should be good. He should be fine. Okay. Hold on. We're going to have to put some weights on him here. Weights actually look like they're good as well. So, I think we're ready for his. Try to move him that way just a bit. All right. This is one that's very difficult to get in one shot, so that should be good right there. There he is. Oh, that did not work. We'll do it one more time. He's taller than I thought. Scar, thank you for the $2 donation. Can I leave my Mr. Dark out in the elements? No, he's not one that's recommended to. Now, it's possible if you completely water seal the control box, that's the main thing that can get ruined. But I wouldn't recommend it. It's still pretty dangerous to do, and spirit stuff is usually not meant for the outdoors. It's usually only that really does the outdoor stuff. So yeah, it's not exactly meant for it. All right, I'm gonna make sure the weights are good. It seemed like he kind of jumped up a lot that time. Okay, that should be pretty good right there. So let's readjust the camera now. Make sure you guys can see more of this jump, because it's a very, very big jump. Okay, that should be better. There we go. great reset sounds as well. Hopefully I didn't. Okay, good. I almost stepped on his step head there. Yeah, I love the reset sounds. Now, for now, I'm just going to keep him like this. Although, this is one you want to keep in the up position. Right after this stream, I'll keep him up there. Now, I do see a lot of wolf, so let's go over to the wolf here, and we'll finish with this one, although we will go back to the Looming Archway Clown, for anyone who missed that. All right. Let's plug this in here. He is plugged in there. All right. He is on. Actually, no, this is one that defaults to off. So let's come back here. He does have a sensor mode, which is what we'll turn him on to. Okay, there we go. Should be on sensor now. There he goes. It's a very impressive prop. Super loud in person as well. Uh-oh. Tried to go again. But yeah, awesome prop. One of the best from Home Depot in my opinion, for sure. Okay, so let's go back here. For anyone who missed it, this is the Looming Archway Clown. We just set him up today. Although, if you do want to see an Archway setup, the Looming Ghoul will be the next Archway. Although I think tomorrow is Untimely Death. Pretty sure that's what the vote ended up being. All right, let's censor him here.
Welcome to the big top, little feller. Why, you're so tiny. I suppose everything is big to you, huh? I don't mean to talk down to you, but when you're that short, it's hard not to.
Awesome prop. Great phrasing, too. I really like the voice and the music. I think it's got that old type creepy circus, just vintage clown type audio, which is awesome. Okay, so there he is, the Looming Archway Clown. Tomorrow, I think we're going to be back with Untimely Death. That could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what the vote ended up being. And then later in the week, we will be setting up the Looming Ghoul as well, which is the reskin of the Looming Clown right here. So another Archway coming soon, but there he was. And we'll be back tomorrow with more demos as well. So if you guys want to see any of the undemoed ones this stream, we will be back doing more of those. And yes, that's a good question. Colossus will also be a later stream as well. He will actually be the last stream of the season. These will be coming back next year. And I do plan on doing more streams that are just not unboxings throughout the year. But for the final unboxing of the season, it'll be Colossus. And that's not really an unboxing. That's just a setup and demo and just showcase of what it is, because it's a very impressive prop. Same with Mutant. But yeah, there it was, the Looming Archway Clown. We'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Time. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.